Hello, my name is Kat, and today I just want to talk to you guys about some things that I am loving right now. I feel like we haven't talked in a long time. Like, I've made a few videos, but I haven't really done the rambly, chatty kind of video, and I miss it. I miss talking to you. So today, I'm just gonna talk to you for a long time about all the things that I'm currently loving. So first things first, the hair. It's probably the most striking difference between this video and my last video from a couple weeks ago. Oh, I need to vlog more. I just got it done yesterday, so forgive me a little if I'm like constantly adjusting it and playing with it. I'm still getting used to it. If you follow me on Twitter and or Instagram, then you may have already seen the hair because I tell them everything first. Like, you should follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm much more present on Twitter and Instagram than I am on YouTube. But yeah, I am very happy with the new do. I feel so light and free. It's the shortest my hair has been in a very long time. Like, the last time I got it cut pretty short, it was still shoulder length. It was a little bit longer than this. But I wanted to change, and I felt like chopping off the long teal mermaid hair and doing like a short highlighted hairstyle would be pretty different for me. Like, everyone was expecting something wild, and like this sort of soccer mom hair is a wild step for me. I was kind of worried that I was really gonna limit my hairstyle options by going so short, but it's really quite versatile. Like, I can pull off several different looks. For example, this morning when I woke up, it was just kind of like floofy and sticking everywhere, and I looked like the protagonist in a Square Enix game. But if I were to straighten it and make it very like sleek and polished, then I would look like I'm about 3 seconds away from demanding to see your manager. So yeah, I am quite pleased with the new hairdo, and I am even more excited for taking lots and lots of pictures at BookCon next weekend. I don't want to spend this whole video talking about BookCon, but if you're also attending or you're curious about it and you're wondering like where I'm gonna be and whatnot, all of that info will be down in the description below, so check that out. So yeah, I'm excited for Book Expo and BookCon, but I'm really excited to just see all my friends again and hang out with them in New York. A big group of us is going to see Mean Girls on Broadway, and then another smaller group of us is also going to get tattoos while we're there. I'm just really looking forward to next week because I love the people I'm gonna be with and the things I'm gonna be doing and the city in which I will be. I'm just here for all of it. Next up, I want to briefly shout out the collabs that I filmed with Christine and Natasha and Jessie over Y'all West weekend earlier this month. Unfortunately, the video filmed for my channel didn't work out. It was just a mess and it wasn't fun, but the other videos are fantastic. We had such a great time filming the collabs, and yeah, they're excellent. I will link them all down below if for some reason you haven't seen them yet. The next thing that I have really been loving lately is studying Korean again. I've made several videos about this before, like how I got into studying Korean and how I'm studying it, what resources I'm using and stuff, so I'll link those videos down below if you want to catch up on that stuff. But yeah, earlier this year I decided to sign up for Duolingo, which is this free language learning app for your phone, or I just use the website on my computer most of the time because I don't like the phone app version as much. I've been interested in Duolingo for a while, but it wasn't until pretty recently that they opened a course on Korean. So that's when I had to sign up and start my Korean studying again. Now, I would not recommend Duolingo for Korean, at least if you are an absolute beginner, just because it really doesn't teach you. It's a great resource for getting into a daily habit and for learning new vocabulary words. But if you're like trying to understand the grammar or you're trying to learn the alphabet for the first time, I would not recommend starting with Duolingo. But yeah, if you guys want me to talk more about my experiences with Duolingo and like the pros and cons and just like a general update on my Korean studies, let me know. I will make a full video rambling about just that because I could talk about it for quite a while. The next thing that I want to talk about that is somewhat related to me studying Korean is that I have also really gotten back into K-pop. Specifically, one particular group that I am just obsessed with right now. I used to have this rule where I wouldn't let myself stan K-pop groups of more than 5 members because I can't spend that much time learning all their names and caring about more than 5 people per group. And I already broke this rule once for BTS. 7 members was my previous sole exception to the I can't fall in love with K-pop groups with more than 5 members. Until I discovered the K-pop group Twice. They have 9 members. I love all of them. Like, I originally got into K-pop in like 2012 and I was obsessed with Big Bang and 21. But yeah, I hadn't really been paying attention to the current K-pop scene over the last few years just because I knew I didn't have like the time to get emotionally obsessed and invested again. But then I was on YouTube, as I often am, and I was looking at what was trending that day, and there was this video from this K-pop group named Twice, and the video was called What is Love? And I was like, it's been a while since I watched a K-pop music video, and this one's on trending, so I should watch it and check it out and see what's up. And just as I was watching it, I knew I was doomed. I knew that any plans I had for the next 24 hours needed to be canceled. Because instead of doing whatever I was gonna do, I had to watch all of their music videos, listen to all of their songs, learn all of their names, and that's exactly what I did. So yeah, this all started like at least a month or 2 ago, and I am still like full-blown obsessed with them. I love them so much. I listen to their music every single day without fail. I'm really obsessed with Twice. I love them. I love them. I know some of you guys are also into K-pop, and if any of you would be willing to watch like a 30-minute video of me just raving about Twice and telling you guys how much I love them and like reacting to every single one of their music videos and just them as the amazing humans they are, let me know, because I would love to make that video if like anyone would watch it. But for now, let's move on to some of the other non-K-pop music. Oh, wait, no, I first have to just briefly mention the BTS comeback and Fake Love and their Billboard performance and I need to make a video talking about K-pop. I'm gonna do that, and I hope at least some of you will watch it. But moving on to the non-K-pop music that I've been loving lately. First, I have to mention the Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium Tour because I just recently went to the show in Pasadena with Christine and Natasha, and oh my god, that was such an amazing concert. Like, holy crap. T-Swift can put on a show. It was everything that I hoped it would be. Like, she sang so many songs, and every performance, she, like, delivered. It was so good. Her dancers, her costumes, and all the costume changes, and the different stages that she performed on, and the visual screens and the props, it was a spectacular show. And if you don't already have tickets, then it might be too late to get them unless you want to sell body parts. But if you have a ticket to one of her later tour stops, oh, my friend, you are in for a treat. It was amazing. Then I want to talk about Panic at the Disco because they have a new album coming out in June, right? It's like 3 weeks away, 4 weeks away now. We've gotten 3 songs so far off this album, and I love every single one. I've been playing High Hopes on repeat since it came out on Tuesday, Monday? When did it come out? Today's Friday. I don't know when it came out, a couple days ago. I've been listening to it on repeat since. I cannot wait to get the rest of this album because it's just, so far, it's amazing, and I love Brendan like so much. Like I actually love him. Then I purchased 2 other albums that are both just masterpieces. First, Hayley Kyoko's Expectations, which is amazing. It's so good. It's so catchy and poppy and dancey, but also just like musically, it's beautiful. It's the kind of album that you want to listen all the way through because it's like an experience. It's fantastic. I love it. And then the other album that is also just a work of art and that should be listened to all the way through. And actually, if you want to go a step beyond that, you should watch the emotion picture. I'm talking about Janelle Monáe's Dirty Computer. This album is so fantastic. And more than just listening to the album, she made a music video essentially for the whole album. It's like an hour-long movie, music video, film, emotion picture is what she calls it, and it works because I don't know how else to describe it other than saying it's amazing and oh my god, watch it. Watch the whole thing. My favorite part is like the storyline, especially the ending. And also there's this like extended version of the song Pink. There's like an extended video version. It was so good. It was fantastic. Listen to it, watch it, highly recommended. Now, let's talk about the handful of movies that I've seen this year. I don't really watch a ton of movies, but I had to see Infinity War in theaters the day it came out because I knew I would get spoiled, but I had to play a little bit of catch up and also watch Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther. And I actually preferred both of those movies to Infinity War. Like, don't get me wrong, Infinity War was amazing and I loved it. And I'm so glad that I saw it the day it came out and that I wasn't spoiled for it because I got like the full emotional impact of it. Especially, it was so fresh in my mind because I like watched Thor Ragnarok the night before. But yeah, personally, I just loved Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther a little bit more than Infinity War. Like Infinity War, again, it was amazing, but the scope was so big and they handled it well, but I do prefer the movies that are like more centralized and focused on like a smaller group of people. I haven't seen Deadpool yet or the new Star Wars movie Solo. I haven't seen either of those, but I really want to soon. I don't know when I'm going to be able to. I just don't care for the movie theater. Like in the last 6 months, I've been to the movie theater twice. Once to see Infinity War and once to see The Last Jedi. Like I only go to the movie theater to watch record-breaking movies. I want to watch the movies at home where I can lounge around in pajamas and pause if I need to get a snack or go to the bathroom or something. Which is why I watch a lot more television than I do movies. Like I watch a lot of TV, a lot of TV. So let's start with Brooklyn Nine-Nine because that is the show that I am like the most high on right now because we just had the whole event of it being canceled, which was the worst because I've been watching the show since episode 1 and it's one of the best shows on television right now. And when it got canceled, I was so upset. I don't often go on tweet storms, like trying to hashtag renew a show that I did for this one. And it must have worked because the very next day, Brooklyn Nine-Nine was picked up by NBC and we're getting another season, and just thank baby Jesus. Some other shows that I'm loving include The Good Place, which is another show that I started watching when it was just episode 1. Actually, it was episodes 1 and 2. They like aired them together. And like no one else was watching the show. And now so many people are watching the show, and I'm so happy because it is such a good show. Holy shit. Like, not only is the cast amazing and the acting, the characters, the script, everything is so good, but there's also this fantastic story arc that you don't see a ton in these like 30-minute sitcom type shows. Like, normally they don't make drastic changes per episode because they want you to be able to like miss one and still be okay. But The Good Place is not afraid to like completely shake up the status quo and like make drastic changes from one episode to another. And just the plot, especially in season 2, just like went in so many unexpected directions so quickly. It's a fantastic show. If you haven't started it yet, binge it. The Good Place, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I feel like they gotta be on Netflix or Hulu. I think they're both on Hulu. Binge them. They're so good. Then I gotta talk about The 100, which is another one of just my favorite shows of all time. And they continue to nail it. And it's an amazing show. With this season, the first few episodes were a little bit slow as we're kind of like developing and building and like catching up after we did a bit of a time jump. But the last few episodes have been spectacular, and like now things are really moving and I'm loving it. I love this show, and it's already been renewed for another season. So I'm real happy about all of it. As for the other CW shows, I am pretty behind on all the superhero ones. Like, I haven't even started this season of Supergirl or The Flash or Arrow. I think I'm gonna have to binge those when they're on Netflix this summer. But I have kept up on some of the other CW shows, like Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which is great. I mean, I don't really like anyone in that show, but it's a really good show, and it's fun, and I love the music. It's smart and funny. I like it. And then there's Jane the Virgin, which I love this show. It's so well written and well acted, and it is a fantastic show. The finale, which I'm still shook by. Ooh, I'm also watching iZombie, which I believe the season finale is next Monday or Tuesday. iZombie is really good and really underrated. You guys should watch iZombie. Oh my god, another show that, okay, if you only watch one of the shows that I recommend in this video, this is kind of the one that I would want to nudge you toward, just because it's not yet renewed for a third season, and I really want the third season. But there's this show called Timeless that is so great and so underrated. Basically, you have this Elon Musk kind of guy who invented a time machine, and he didn't tell anyone until a terrorist stole it. So now the government has gotten involved and has put together this team of a historian, a pilot/engineer, and a soldier. And basically, the guy who stole the time machine keeps going back in time and trying to like drastically alter history. So our trio has to chase him through time and try to prevent him from like killing the wrong people and like ruining the timeline. Also, there's this huge like conspiracy mystery plot line that's running through the first season, and in the second season it takes kind of a dramatic shift and we're doing something quite different, but like that's kind of the basic setup and premise. It's really good. watch it. Another new show that I feel like is kind of underrated because I haven't heard too many people talking about is Deception. It's basically about this guy who's like a master magician, illusionist, and he ends up working with the FBI to help solve cases. I really enjoy these kinds of like crime shows. Like if you're a fan of Castle or Psych and you're sad that those shows aren't around anymore, check out Deception, because Deception is doing a pretty good job of like filling the Castle and Psych shaped holes in my heart. I've also been watching and loving Modern Family and This Is Us, which are two very different shows, but kind of similar. They're both about families, but one makes me laugh every episode, and one makes me cry every episode. But yeah, I love both of these shows, and I'm a little bit behind, but I am intending to catch up on them very, very soon here. Okay, I think that is it for the TV shows, though I'm sure I missed a couple, and I'm gonna feel silly later when I'm editing this, and I'm like, why didn't you mention that show? But yeah, I think that is just about it. Those are the things that I have been loving lately. Oh, wait, I do want to briefly mention writing, because I've been writing again lately and I've been loving it. And I'm really, really excited to continue working on the thing that I am currently working on, and also telling you guys more about it in the future. I do want to make a full video writing life update kind of thing. So that'll happen eventually. But yeah, that is gonna do it for this video today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great night, and I will have another video up eventually. So I will see you then. Bye!